Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a blessed week. Mine's going pretty good. Hey, I wanted to talk to you today about the saddest words in the Bible, and they can be found in Matthew 7:21 to 23. And this is what it says. Not everyone that says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that does the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say unto me on that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works? And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. The bad part about this is these people that this is talking about, they thought they were saved. They thought they had done everything right. And when you go to the parable of the 10 virgins, you will see that half the professing body of believers, exactly one half, are probably not saved. They have plenty of works. I mean, look at their works list. We prophesied in thy name we cast out devils, and have done many wonderful works. You know, they've done a lot more than a lot of actual born-again believers have done. But it wasn't enough. They missed something. And the saddest words in the Bible are verse 23, where Jesus says, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. He didn't say, look, I used to know you way back when. You were doing really good, and then you faltered. I don't want nothing to do with you. That's not what it says. Jesus says plainly, I never knew you. Never. So here's the difference. It all comes down to construction. What you build your house on. Therefore, whosoever hears these sayings of mine and does them, I will liken him unto a wise man that built his house upon the rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon the rock. People, Jesus is the rock, and nothing else matters. All your works, nothing matters. You build your house on Jesus Christ, you add nothing to that. If you read all the words in red in your Bible, the New Testament, all the teachings of Jesus, you come up with one scenario. They all say, love the Lord your God with all your heart, and love your neighbor as yourself. That's it. That's the only thing we have to do. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, love your neighbor as yourself. This is the house that's built on the rock, the house that can never be shaken. You have to establish a relationship with the rock. It goes on to say in Matthew 7:26 to 27, and everyone that hears these sayings of mine and does them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. People, the sand is self. Someone who built his house on himself, on herself. That's the house on sand, when you lean upon yourself. This is the do-it-yourself construction method. Works. Lord, look at all the great things I've done. Self-sufficiency. You don't need anybody. You don't need God. You're self-sufficient. That is the house built on sand. It's wanting God on your terms. That's the house built on sand. It's the person that says, you know what? I'm basically a good person. I'm a good person. I'm doing a lot better than him. I'm sure doing a lot better than her. Oh, these guys over here, even though they go to church, they don't even compare with me. I'm doing pretty good. I am basically a really good person. I'm better than most. That's the house built on sand. People, listen. Half of all professing born-again believers are deceived because they built their house on sand. They built their house on self. They built their house on them. They built their house on God on their own terms. It's all built on them. And that's the one Jesus is going to say, "Depart from me. I never, ever knew you." Anyway, I just want to give you something to think about. Heaven or hell, you choose. Just remember, once you take your last breath, it's a done deal.